True luxury doesn't need to shout, it whispers. It is the quiet confidence of a place that asks for nothing.
When we found this land, buried in the morning fog, we didn't just want to build a house. We wanted to build a fortress against the noise of the world. A place the only notification you get is the sunrise.
I've spent most of my life chasing things, titles, deadlines, the next big project. But I think real luxury is having a place like this, where it's calm, where it's peaceful, where the only deadline is the sun going down behind the ridge. Real luxury isn't about what you have, it's about what you don't have here. No traffic, no sirens, just the sound of the wind in the oaks. And to build a place that honors that silence, we had to start with the earth itself. When we started building, we made a rule: no fake materials. If it looks like stone, it must be stone. If it looks like wood, it must be wood. We found this team of stonemasons, old school guys. They didn't just stack rocks, they read them. I remember watching them work. The walls of this house are 3 feet thick in some places. When you touch them, they're cold, but it's a grounding cold. It makes you feel safe. It makes the house feel like it grew out of the mountain, not like it was just placed on top of it. You feel the weight of that labor, the sweat and the dust that went into stacking this fortress, stone by stone. Then there was the ironwork. In a modern house, you just order railings from a catalog, but here, we wanted the metal to tell a story too. We worked with a local blacksmith. I remember visiting his forge, the smell of coal smoke and hot metal. He hand-hammered the railings for the balconies and the spiral staircase. If you look closely, you can see the hammer marks. No two spindles are exactly the same. Iron is a hard, unforgiving material, but when it's treated with respect, it becomes elegant. It frames the view without blocking it. It adds a spine to the house. It contrasts with the stone, the gray rock, and the black metal, creating this feeling of permanence. This isn't a house that will blow away in a storm. It's anchored. The stonework grounds us, but the windows are what let us fly. We went with these massive arched steel windows. They are the eyes of the house. We didn't want to separate ourselves from the forest. The light here is different. In the city, light is harsh, reflecting off glass and concrete. Here, the light is filtered through a million leaves before it hits the floor. In the morning, it's soft and blue. By the afternoon, it's this warm golden honey color that lights up the timber beams. When you sit in the Great Hall, you aren't watching TV. You're watching the wind move through the oaks. You're watching a hawk circle. You're watching the day turn into night. Living here means you can't ignore the seasons. In the city, it's just hot or cold. Here, it's a conversation. In the summer, the house is a cool cave. The stone keeps the heat out, and everything is lush and green. But my favorite time is right now, late autumn, heading into winter. The leaves drop, and suddenly the view opens up. The mist rolls in closer. The house feels tighter, warmer. We light the fires. The smell of wood smoke becomes the perfume of the house. When it snows, the silence gets even deeper. The stone walls turn into a cocoon. You sit by the fire with a book, and you see the white flakes falling against the black iron of the windows, and you realize there is nowhere else in the world you need to be. There's a Japanese concept called wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. We embrace that fully. If you look at the floorboards, they're reclaimed oak. They have knots, holes, and rough patches. If the dog scratches them, it just adds to the history. The stone patio is uneven. Moss is growing between the cracks. The leather on my chair is worn down where I rest my arms. We didn't want a showroom. Showrooms make you nervous. You're afraid to touch things. Here, the house asks you to touch it. It asks you to live in it. The imperfections are proof that life is happening here. They make the house feel human. So people ask me, isn't it too quiet out there? Don't you get bored? And I just smile, because they don't know what it's like to hear your own thoughts again. They don't know the luxury of a Tuesday morning with nothing but coffee and fog. This house, it's not just stone and timber. It's a reset button. It's a reminder that we are part of nature, not separate from it. It's calm, it's peaceful. And in a world that never stops screaming, that is the greatest luxury of all.